She did everything for me and my sister. And my dad was aloof. He was kind of checked out. And it's so interesting you said the male role model piece, because two things happened for me. One thing was my male role models were monks who were really good men.
Aww.
And then on the other side, I saw my mum strain and struggle and pain. And that made me want to be a better man. But that's because she was vulnerable with me about it. So because I could see that my mum didn't have an easy life, I was convinced that when I got married, if I ever got married, that I would never let my wife work that hard.
But that's a really common trait that the other type of man experience. Some men, because they saw their mum really struggle, they just want to relieve their partner of all struggles. So the other way that they can go is that they want to save a lot of women. And what ends up happening is that they really want to make sure that she has no troubles and she lives a life of complete comfort. The problem is when you remove all struggle from anybody's life, they lose purpose and they actually resent you for not allowing them to problem solve themselves. So some men in that position, what they'll end up doing, I'm not saying this was you, but generally sometimes those men, they want to protect their partner from any kind of pain and stress. And in the process of doing that, they can either become a bit people pleasing or just solve every problem that she could potentially have. Either or, she doesn't actually get to fulfill her own potential, and it can lead to resentment. So either way, unfortunately, the lack of male role model has a significant impact on how they behave with women.
Yeah, I love that perspective, and it's such a fine line. And I would argue that probably while I was dating, I was that kind of guy. It was only when I got married to Radhi did I upgrade to actually realizing that I needed my partner to also pursue her purpose.